Hello friends. Has your Pioneer been giving you problems with the brake lights activating? And you can check this out by pulling into a dark garage. We're waiting for the sun to go down and having an observer or reflective surface indicate whether your brake lights are activating when you push on the pedal. Now mine were, but I had to really stomp on the pedal to get them to activate. And the amount of pressure required to do that was not always within my normal brake application. So if you look at the pedal, you'll see right up here, you got a little spring. That spring's connected to a switch. And when you push on the brake pedal, that spring transfers some of that downward force to that switch. And in my case, there was not enough preload on this spring. So by the time the spring was soaking up some of that tension, it wasn't enough to activate the switch. So the fix for it is not on that side of the vehicle, it's actually on this side of the vehicle. And what you're gonna need to do, get your brake switch right here, get a good look at that. And what you can do, you don't have to disconnect any of the wires or anything like that. Comfortably get in there. I'm doing this with one hand. And you'll lift up on the switch just a little bit like that. See how it lifts out? And then you can use this adjuster nut to get the correct preload on that spring. So what I had to do, I had to thread the nut clockwise to move this switch further away and put preload on that spring. So moving it clockwise is gonna make this switch more sensitive to brake pressure. If you were in the opposite camp where your brake lights are stuck on, you've got too much preload on that spring, you can actually counterclockwise adjust that nut and take some preload out. And that should solve your problems. If that doesn't work, you may want to see if you have a faulty switch.